Hello everybody, I'm the Retroachievement Gamer. Welcome to Ps2uesdays. We're playing Sly 2, Band of Thieves. This is the achievement run. Now, the achievements in this game are a lot more harder than the ones in Sly 1. As you can see at the pop-up, there's 268 achievements. Now, out of those achievements, only 86 is missable, which is not half, but that's still a lot of achievements that you could miss. In fact, the very first level, the tutorial level that we're going to be playing, has one, and that is called Just Sightseeing. You're going to want to beat the tutorial level in under 3 minutes and 5 seconds without dying. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of these speeding achievements. I'm not a fast player.
This is the Wizard. Do you read me, Sitting Duck?
This is Peking Duck. I hear you, Blizzard.
No, Sly, I'm the Wizard, and you're Sitting Duck.
I read you loud and clear, Lizard.
No, I'm... Forget it, you're not taking this seriously.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, Bentley, I know this is your first time out in the field, but you've gotta loosen up. If we're gonna get to those clockwork parts, I need you on your toes. So in plain talk, what's your status?
Well, I've established myself in the basement, and I'm pretty sure I can rewire the service elevator if you can power it up from that security station.
Hang tough, pal. It might take some time, but I'll figure out a way to get up there.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to waste, so let's get... Oh, crap. Okay, my controller's acting up at the worst time possible. This isn't going too good so far. Definitely not going too good, but luckily the tutorial level's not that long. Personally, I just hate that there's a lot of these feature trophies.
Okay, I spliced the wires. Ouch! Hold on. There it is.
It's just a personal preference. I'm not that kind of speedrunning kind of guy. Like, yeah, I do if there's an achievement or trophy. Like, I could do it. It's just I don't like doing it. A lot of the times it makes me feel like I'm rushed through a level. I don't get to enjoy the game. But that's just me. Unfortunately for us, a lot of achievements in this list requires you to beat it under a certain amount of time. Both for missions and levels. So fun.
Presto, all clear.
Thanks, pal. For your first time out, you did pretty well.
Oh, this operation is far from complete. Now that the lasers and spotlights are offline, Murray should be moving into position for your rendezvous. I'll stay here and provide computer support while you go on ahead.
Okay, so while playing, I didn't notice that the time actually stopped, but when I was recording for the voiceover, I noticed that cutscenes, they do stop the timer for you, which I am grateful. Because if they didn't, that'd be kind of rough. Like, very rough.
According to my information, the clockwork parts are being stored up there. Now to get access, you're gonna have to meet up with Murray at the rendezvous point. Unfortunately, the route through the garden is filled with guards.
No problem. I'll just take the long way around.
If memory serves, you need to jump and hit the circle button to run along ropes.
Already ahead of you, buddy. Kind of figured that out on my own. Trying to keep it moving. Trying to keep it, you know, going. So, unfortunately for me, I'm not too aware of any speedrunning strategies in this game, so I'm basically going in blind. I mean, granted, you saw earlier that I completed it 100% a couple times. It's like, I have that going for me, but any tips or tricks to get through fast, that's not something I would know.
Greetings, citizen. I hope you weren't harmed by my meteoric entrance.
No, Murray, I kept it a safe distance.
Good, good. The Thunderflop knows neither friend nor foe, only destruction.
Yeah, could you maybe channel some of that raw energy into the security gate?
Of course. It is nothing before the Murray.
I mean, on the bright side, we don't have to worry about any complicated steps to bypass your levels. Like, that's the thing I can't really replicate whenever I do try to speed, you know, run something.
All clear.
That audio kind of broke there. Wow.
Before you. Fear not. I shall bend it like the truth.
Solid work, Murray. You're really in the zone.
My hulking frame is too much for that puny rope. You go ahead and unlock the doors from the inside. I'll be waiting in the hallway to help you carry out the clockwork parts.
Okay, so another thing I want to say before we continue is that there's also going to be achievements that are story-based. I'm not going to explain those because you'll just get them normally.
I don't get it, Sly. The clockwork part should be here. This is all wrong. We need to pull the plug on this operation right now.
Freeze, Cooper.
Inspector Fox, as beautiful and unpredictable as ever.
Whereas you crooks are so predictable. You always return to the scene of the crime.
Crime? I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
Oh, really? Then who broke in last night and made off with all the clockwork parts? You've got the motive.
Someone already stole the parts?
Don't play dumb with me. It might not have been him, Carmelita. The method of entry and guard casualties all point to this being a Claw Gang job.
The Claw Gang?
Constable Neela, I allowed you to sit in on this stakeout as a favor to the Contessa. I really don't need any help. Oh, I think you might. Look at the facts. Facts! Sly Cooper is right here. I caught him red-handed. I'm just saying that there are other criminals in the world other than Sly Cooper! After him!
I mean, there are also other achievements where you have to do some actions, but they're usually easy and not missable. If I do something, I will give you a heads up what I'm doing. But for explanation-wise, I think I'll be more focusing on the missable achievements.
Yeah, well.
And again, I am grateful that cutscenes pause that timer because there is no way I would have been able to do that time limit with that cutscene alone. That would have freaked me out too much.
You guys go warm up the van. I'll keep Carmelita busy.
You're all going to jail.
Pick me up at the rendezvous.
A funny thing is that in all the Sly Cooper games, I think the first episode's always going to be like the fastest because the tutorial is not that, lengthy.
Come back here, Ringtail.
I think the only time it ever gets lengthy is when I'm actually recording with my friends because we're dicking around rather than me go through the actual level. Of course, normally if I were playing like without that little time restraint, I would have been dicking around too, so yeah. Also, if you are first starting your achievement run with this game, or any game really, if you see the bottom right, there's always going to be an achievement icon. And that disappears, that means that the achievement got locked. So, if you notice that, you best restart.
I'll find you, Cooper.
And like that, we unlocked 2 achievements and my speedrun's going to be submitted.
Carmelita's just as angry as ever. She's really quite lovely when she's angry. And that Constable Neela, was a reference to the Claw Gang just a slip of the tongue, or an intentional clue? Either way, it's our only lead on the missing clockwork parts. Clockwork. He was consumed with jealousy for the Cooper clan's thieving reputation. Is it inappropriate to refer to him as a monster? No, not at all. What kind of person stays alive for hundreds of years with the express intention of wiping out a rival's family line? Imagine the hatred fueling that first decision to replace his mortal body with soulless machinery. Ultimately, it did the trick. Clockwork lived on. He caught up with my parents, and I wound up in an orphanage. It's there that I met my pals, Bentley, the brains of our outfit, and Murray, the brawn. They turned out to be all the family I needed. 2 years ago, I thought I'd finished it. How naive to think I could so easily put an end to that kind of hatred. And now he's back. In pieces, sure, but the threat is real. Does the Claw Gang even realize what they've stolen? I don't know what's in my future, but I won't let it be a repeat of my past.
And this is where we'll be ending the video. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Take care. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.